a social, political, or competitive edge to rise above the deception. Welcome to the challenge.
Hey guys, what's up? It's the Rookie Revolution back with another video, and today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I know you're all wanting another What Ifs video, and that's coming, but I was thinking of something that I don't think there is a really good answer for online. If you want to get a friend or family member or anyone into the challenge, where do you start? With 36 seasons and 3 spin-offs, it can be overwhelming. I want to make a video for new fans of the show or just fans who want to get others into it. This can be very difficult since all of them have returning players and none of them have an all-fresh cast like other reality shows, which can make you not know certain rivalries, history, or stats. I'm not going to spoil any of the seasons I talk about, but I do really want to give the 5 seasons I would personally recommend starting with. These are in no particular order, so I recommend you use your judgment to decide which one is most your style. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
So I'm going to go ahead and take the money and run, Teach.
The first season I want to mention is an excellent starting place for new fans and the most recent season on this list. It's War of the Worlds 1. This is personally the season I have started many of my friends and family on, and I have been very successful turning them into fans. War of the Worlds is a season with more rookies and vets, which is a great thing since if you don't know the history of the show, the rookies on the show don't either, so it will all be explained. The format of this season is that the rookies are paired with an opposite sex veteran to be partners in the game. The rookies this season really shine in performance as we have some all-star rookies, as well as some all-star high-class veterans. This season probably had the most well-edited episodes in a while. The episodes don't really have any fluff. They show you the main challenges and an elimination at the end of each episode as it should be. Like I said, there isn't much fluff, but there is some petty drama that some might find dumb, although I personally enjoy it. The challenges this season are amazing. They really came up with some creative designs that are brutally physical or mental or everything in between. I swear this season has some of the best daily challenges of all time. This season also brings back some fan favorite eliminations like Hall Brawl. I really don't think you can go wrong showing anyone or yourself episode 1, but I recommend trying at least till episode 2 as it's more in the groove of things. There is also a really handy special this season called Basic Training, which introduces you to everyone and gives you a nice background on them. This season is most widely available to stream on CBS All Access and ctv.ca. I don't know where to stream it in other countries, so I'm sorry about that. Another season I would recommend as a good starting point is season 12, which is Fresh Meat 1. Once again, this season is half rookies, and once again, the format is co-ed pairs with rookies and veterans. This season really introduces some of the key cast members that come on to really start a new era of the challenge. This season is very fun to watch with good daily challenges and funny commentary.
Unfortunately, I can't really figure out exactly what Wes is saying because I don't speak idiot.
One thing I will note though is that this season's elimination format is a little bit different than usual. Instead of battling in an arena of sorts, they compete in a race, kind of like a mini final challenge. These can be very unfair with the advantages some teams get, so I personally am not a fan of it, but I don't think it really hinders the season at all. I will also note that this season has 20-minute episodes and might feel a bit dated, although I can argue if you are serious about getting into this show and you are committed, there really is no better season to start with. For a family member or friend though, it might be hard to say watch seasons 12 to 36 as that could just be a little too much. I think this season is really essential to watch for any challenge fan, but it's also an excellent starting point. Not only excellent, it really is the logical place to start. It is widely available to stream on CBS All Access as well. Next season I would like to talk about is Free Agents, which is season 25. Season 25 is a great starting point since it's an individual season and everyone really gets to shine. You really get to know the cast better than them being on a team. Free Agents is a top tier season in terms of storytelling. It brings compelling storylines that make you want to keep watching. And that has a lot to do with the cast, which is also amazing as everyone really brings something to the season. The daily challenges this season really all put you to the test as they all use skills that some you couldn't even train for. And I found them all to be unique.
To begin, I'm gonna wrap everyone up like a sausage. Then I'm gonna line you up at the starting line. And when I say go, you're gonna kick, wiggle, and roll yourself through this entire course.
We're
Where you going?
The eliminations this season, while being on a rotation, were all very good games and classics. As I said, this is an individual season, which is a big reason I am recommending this, as I find it easier to get to know everyone, and it might be easier for new fans to keep track of everything going on. I don't think you can go wrong starting the challenge with Free Agents, which is readily available on ctv.ca and CBS All Access. The next season I will be talking about is kind of 2 seasons, but they are only 1 season apart, and I think either or would be just fine. Fresh Meat 2 Season 19 and Cutthroat Season 20. The reason I am mentioning these both is because I personally enjoy Cutthroat more than Fresh Meat 2, but Fresh Meat 2 also introduces some important characters to the show, like Cara Maria, Laurel, and Teresa to name a few. These are all very important cast members in the series, and their debut was in Fresh Meat 2, but I don't think this season is the best one to start on for some format flaws and such.
Yeah.
So I think Cutthroat is a safer bet. It's a 3-team format season which is a lot of fun and has interesting dynamics. This season has everything good about the show in it. Good challenges, good drama, and some of the most iconic eliminations ever. No spoilers.
What the just happened?
It's an all-around good season that I will always recommend. It's really up to you between the two. If you want to get more of a backstory on some of the cast members in the future, go with Fresh Meat 2, but if not, go with Cutthroat, as in my opinion, it's just an all-around better viewing experience. Another season that makes sense to start with is Invasion of the Champions. I have pros and cons of starting with this season. Let's start with the pros. This season focuses on the rookie cast so much more than the usual season would, due to the format of them being separate in the cast for a bit. You really get to know them, and it sets them up for all the seasons to come after it. This rookie class is really incredible. I mean, most of them became regulars and legends. The season starts off a bit slow, but it really picks up stride after a while, which actually brings me to my cons. This season's format is a mess.
Now all the big dogs that are usually running the game, smashing you guys at the end, well, they're not here. There's no free rides here on the challenge. You gotta beat the champions.
Without going into any spoilers, they really messed up how the elimination matchups are determined, and they make it confusing just by how much the format changes from individuals to teams back to individuals. Another con I will say is that they might spoil the champions' past season's wins, which can ruin a prior season you haven't seen. This season is obviously not my favorite in the world, but I can recognize why fans like it, and I think it's a fine season to start with as it's kind of designed for that. Okay, I know I've talked about more than 5, but this is the last one, and this one is only for the most hardcore of fans. Season 7, The Gauntlet. Just like how Big Brother Season 2 is the first season of Big Brother, The Gauntlet 1 is really the first season of the challenge. And the reason I say that is because it's the first season with head-to-head elimination battles. Yes, other seasons had eliminations in the form of Vodos, but this is the start of the format we all know and we all love. The Gauntlet really revolutionized the show in a lot of ways, and in my opinion, it became the challenge. I would never recommend this season for a first watch because of how old it is, and it's not streaming anywhere as of now. But if you watch every season or just love the show and want to start from the very start, watch the Gauntlet one.
This is the true story. What happened? You 28 freaks to live in a mansion.
Okay, to recap, the seasons I have talked about in order were War of the Worlds 1, Fresh Meat 1, Free Agents, Fresh Meat 2, Cutthroat, Invasion of the Champions, and the Gauntlet 1. Again, no particular ranking whatsoever. Please use your own judgment to decide which one would be you or your friends or your family or anyone else's style. It could be a completely different season. There's really no bad choice.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
I know I talked about more than 5 seasons, but I really hope that this helped some of you. I think it's good to have a bit of knowledge on starting seasons because you never know when you're going to need it. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see a Loopholes Part 2 or a What Ifs Part 3 for my next video. Also, let me know in the comments what your favorite season is to show a new watcher. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at RookieRevo to get updates on my upcoming videos before anyone else. I really appreciate you all, and until next time, take care.